Yay, I'm Mario, coach of the Huelva Within of the Fan Paldea tournament, Draft League, the Uva division. And today I bring you the peers, power rankings of the season 8 of the Uva in this case. Uh, I want to start looking at some Pokemons that are in the pool and nobody take them or leave them after the grace period. And I think there are many months that could fit in some of the team that have in our division. In tier 1, I think Arcanine as a good support and sometimes a good offensive mom is a mom that I thought someone have to or could have fit in their plans as Armarouge and Indeed female that was dropped in grace period. And maybe I don't know. I think DS could, uh, could build a strong core with Petermain and Iron Moth. The coverage of both are amazing, and the offensive pressure is one of the best of this format of Series 2, and maybe the Rotoms, Rotom Hit and Rotom Was are maybe a little bit expensive for this tier. I'm sure that if they are in tier 2, yes, I'm sure there have been pickets in this draft. And also, I think Tyranitar with crystallization and access to a great variety of moves could be a decent pick for any team. In tier 2, I think Arboliva is very strong. It's the best grass special attacker, and its ability is very good. It could be paired with Grassy Terrain or this ability that sets up Grassy Terrain when it hits by an attack. It could be paired with Magneson, my own Iron Thorns, or other monsters that are weak to ground to improve their survivability. I don't know if they are World 6. And I'm surprised that Terulech is in the pool. And Setitan with Algoma Snow in one team. Drifling, I'm very surprised. I have Drifling in SCDA Premier Ball Red Division draft, and their access to Trick Room and Tailwind, the Flare Boost, and Unburden abilities, and their coverage as Air Slash, Shadow Ball, Terra Blast, Strength Shap. There are many things that I think Drifling are better than some of other months that were picked. Galate is a strong pick in this tier 2, and with their sharpness ability, it hits very hard. Gengar as a support and offensive option, Glimora as a bulky offense mon. Mm, Jumpluff is a very annoying support mon. Kilowattrel is a very good pick to pair with some good ground type to spam this Quake. Mimikyu for a Trick Room team is a very good option. Is you could have a Trick Room secure in turn 1 with this mon. Pomot with his Revival Blessing, Fake Out, good typing, and abilities too. Encouraging to set up some future Paradox Mons. Raichu that could be paired with Gyarados. What else? Rotom Moon. I could pick for this tier. And Tauros Blaze paired with some tier 3 like Frostlass with Frost Breath could be a very dangerous pick. Toad Squirrel, although Mycelium Knight is not the best ability in the game, but Rage Powder, Spore, and Trick Room are very good moves. Weavile, the fastest fake out in the format, you can take it also. In tier 3, I'm surprised Spiritomb is dropped. Sneasel is a good tier 3 pick for a hyper offense team. Sorry Sneasel for not picking you, but I'm evolving to a kind of client that likes more bulky offense than hyper offense. Miss Magius is a very good mon with Levitate, his special attack and speed to beat Terastallizing Electric. Lokix, best mon in the format. Glaceon is a strong special attacker, bulky, and with the option of Terastallizing other type. There are no ice that are one of the worst types in the game. Could be a strong pick. And then I think Bishar could be a good pick in a hyper offense team. In tier 4, I think there's not many mons good that aren't taken. Maybe Gogoat for a bulky grass type, or Gridem for a belly drum inter sweeper. Durantis is not as good without superpower. And last, I think the tier 5, where I wanted to pick 3 or 4 monks if I have the chance, because some monks like Cloyster is very strong with Shell Smash and Terastallize. Hippopotas with Sandstring and Eviolite could be good. Masquerain, I think the team who has Coalossal could pick Masquerain because it has Intimidate, Tailwind, and the most important thing for the Coalossal that it learns Aqua Jet to proc the Steam Engine in Coalossal. It's better than the Astromaril that they have. Then we have Skiplum. Skiplum is a very decent mon with Eviolite. It's Jumpla that is slower but has mm, the same tools as Tailwind, Cotton Sport, Cotton Guard. It has Sleep Powder, Strength Up, Pollen Puff, Worry Sheet. It has too many tools to be a, a good tier 5 support mod. One of the best in this tier. Skuntank is a very good tier 5, only weak to ground. Tropius could be a very good mon if it could win match on their own by setting Leech Seed with his Harvest and Citrus Berry. And finally, I think Venonat. Venonat is a pick that no one taking in all the draft league. I mean, nobody takes Venonat, and even isn't in two of the on the tier list. That I include today by myself because it wasn't in the tier. But Venonat with Compound Ice, Rage Powder, Sleep Powder, he good typing in book and poison to resist some types like fighting, fairy, and other things. Could be a very nice redirection mod that could benefit some teams. And now I'm want to start with the power rankings, starting with Nether, the Tyrant Typhlosion. I think Nether has a very bulky team, but it lacks of tier Trick Room setters. I think it only has Slowbro and Haunter, but Haunter as Trick Room setter is not as good as could be. And has very good Trick Room sweepers like Root Bonnet, Avalugh, Donphan, Scizor, Skeleditch, and also have a Flamigo to set White War, Tailwind, Quick War. Could copy their friends. Well, their boost, their friends boost, and with Scrappy and Costar could be a good bump, but it doesn't fit in the team for me. So I think at the Antiplosion, I think that could struggle to top cut. For the moment, I think could be their tier in the power rankings. Could struggle to top cut or maybe meh. Because I think he lacks of speed control and well, he has a powerful special and physical attackers. Then Florida with UVF Stufu that have a very strong team. Excalibur in Rain with Pelipper and Dreadnought. They have Sableye, Tinkaton, and Salazzle as takeout users, but also Sableye, and that was in my plans after they were taken. They were took or taken. I don't know. Sableye with Prankster, Will-O-Wisp, Sunny Day, Rain Dance. It has screens, Shadow Sneak. It has so many tools that could benefit other Paradox monks. especially the past one with photosynthesis in sunny day. And Tinkaton and Salazzle are very good monks support to pressure with trick with fake outs and to hit very hard. Salazzle overheat or Sledge Bomb on Tinkaton Gigaton Hammer. Excalibur is one of my favorite monks of the format, and they have also Shandy Socks and some Flora that with the Sunny Day on Sableye and in Trick Room could be a very powerful monk. Sandy Shocks could set gravity or and combine them or with their own thunder and their power. And finally, I think Cryogonal is a good monk, but maybe combine it with uh, a strong anger point user like Crocodile with her power and Cryogonal have Levitate, or maybe one of the Tauros could be a very strong core. core. So I think I put the Stufuls in solid top cap. I think it's a very good team that I think they could reach top cap easily. New England Patriots of JB is one of the weirdest team in the draft. Mousehole paired with Magneson, Quackball, Bramblegas, Dragalil, Squawkabilly, Beartic, Morgrain, Rapska, Lycanrotus, and Houndoom. It's not a Tailwind thing, although it has Tailwind Squawkabilly with Hassle, Intimidate, or Sheer Force, or Guts, maybe. It's not a good Trick Room thing, I think, with only Rapska as Trick Room setter. Yes. Could do Mousehole plus Tailwind or Mousehole plus Rapska Tailwind. But I think it's a very weird team. I think it needs a Hail or Rain setter to benefit the Arctic that has a very good base stat total, and it can terrestrialize in another type to hit very hard and be more time in the field. But I think the New England Patriots, I think maybe they should be in. You should make trades for me. Sorry, JP. Then we have the Western Wolfet, the Lime Soda. It's a very very strong thing with some mode with Torkoal Lyrigan, but he also have a very strong Trick Room mode with Hariyama Hatterene. But it could be annoying with Bibilion, Compound Ice, Hurricane, Sleep Powder, Tailwind, Jolteon that could hit very hard, Poltergeist and their Shell Smash and their very high special attack, and Spatra that could do their shenanigans with opportunities or speed boost and skill swap. I think the Western Wolfet is it could be good, but maybe it depends very hard on the Lilligant Torkoal or Hariyama Hatterene core, and if you can counter these 4 months, I think they could struggle to top cut. I don't like Torkoal Lilligan or in Sword and Seal Venucoal teams. Tentacruel Pirates of DGS. DGS always built some strong and very consistent team. They have Flippermane, Pachirisu, Gastrodon, Klefki, Scovillain, Pyro, Primate, Honchkrow, Hypno, Revabroom, and Dragonite. I think Dragonite should be an Iron Moth. And it has a very good team. Pachirisu with Follow Me, Gastrodon with their good typing, coverage and access to Storm Drain. Klefki that could set screens or be could have a speed control with Thunder Wave and Trick Room in this generation. Scovillain, good benefit of their Sunny Day Prankster of Klefki as Flutter main with their Chlorophyll ability. Pyro as a second fire type, a very fast fire type. We have access to Hyper Voice, Heat Wave, Snarl, Will-O-Wisp, Primate, that I think in the first 4 or 5 rounds, I think they are thinking in Primate, Pachirisu, and Klefki as a cheaper Grimmsnarl Annihilate Mousehole core to set up Primate with their Defiant and their Rage Fist, Drain Punch, Full Cap. But maybe Primate is not the best or not as good as their Evolution Annihilate. Then Repaproom, I think is an underused mon. It has a good typing, very scary for the fairy types, but it suffers versus ground types, but has a very high physical attack and parting shot with the speed, so it could be a good pick. I think DS, as our former champion and as good player as we know, is a championship contender, obviously. Blank with the Lilycove Sharpedos. It has Iron Hands, Farigiraf, Staraptor, Ditto, Gardevoir, Riolu, Ursaring, Dracloak, Garchomp, Camerap, and Naxtac. I think this team needs a very good or a good redirection mount. Instead of Camerap, I think they could have maybe Skyplume or Venonat, and instead of Garchomp, that I think it doesn't fit in this kind of team. I think here I prefer one of the fire types in tier 1 to as Arcanine or maybe Armarouge to have a better mode in Trick Room or to have a fire Trick Room setter that isn't Camerupt, that I think is not the best fire and ground type. I think Venonat and Skyplume could be a good picks for this. And Naxtac, I don't think is a good month for tier 4. Could be another thing to improve the team. Ursaring, I have to say, is a very, very strong month for tier 4. I think it have to be tier 3 or maybe tier 2 because they're playing off good Passal are very very strong, and it can use also Eviolite, and you can burn yourself to proc the God's Fashad. But I think it's a cheap tier 4 monk. Riolu, I don't understand their function in this team. I think it needs coaching and other things to shine in this kind of format. So I think Blank could have a solid, could be a solid top cut, but I don't think it's one of the best in this tier. Next, we have Chandler with the Roman X glasses, Muscarado, Anguru, Corbinite, Fungus, Flagwitzer, Dachfun, Trio, Fletching, Hydreigon, Clarion, Jigglypuff. I'm not agree with the Jigglypuff pick, but Clarion Dachfun with what's its name, Lava Plume, could be dangerous. Klawitzer is the best special water special attacker in the game. I have the best water special attack in this generation, but now with Water Pulse Mega Launcher. Corbinite is always very hard to beat. And then they have a strong offensive monk with Muscarada, Dragon, the trio that could make Boldos with Dragon by her in its side. Have Ranguru, one of the best Trick setters, and well, Fungus that I think is a expensive tier 3, could be a nice tier 4, but they pick as one of their tier 3. Chandler, for me, although Muscarada and the Dragon are very scary monsters to face, and Corbinite, I think Chandler is a meh. Could should change some of their months. The Long Island Lucarios. Wait. Again. The Long Island Lucario of Drew. With a team of Amungus, Salamence, Tauros Aqua, Dudunsparce, Espeon, Stonjourner, Komala, Crocalor, King Gambit, Strudel, and Sandaconda. It's a very good team. Amungus is always a good pick, although I think it's very passive. Salamence and King Gambit are very good, but I think they could change Amungus or King Gambit for a better fire type. Crocalor isn't good. We have Arcanine, Rotom Heat, Armarouge, and what's the other one that we have in tier 1? Rotom Heat and Iron Moth that we have in the pool. That could be better than Crocalor and to complement this team better. And you could have a better Amungus in Skiploom or Venonat that are cheaper and makes them almost the same things. So I think this could be a good team. Stonjourner with their power spot to help Salamence, Tauros Aqua, Espion, King Gambit could be a very good pick. But I think I don't think Amungus is better than a fire type, and Crocalor is better than Venonat or Skiploom. So maybe uh, uh, this. I think they should make some trades. The Helsinki Hydreigons of Sneakers with Murkrow, Great Tusk, Charizard, Toxtricity, Mabostif, Bruxis, Zangoose, Oricorio, Iron Valiant, Sudowoodo and Fortress is one of the strongest team of this division. I said that the Great Tusk Charizard core is very strong, paired with Murkrow, Prankster, Sunny Day, Toxtricity, paired with some Ghost type like Oricorio Ghost, or a Weight War user could be very good with Boom Burst and Overdrive. Mabostif is a cool Supermon with Intimidate, War Dog. Their Dark type helps them a lot. And Bruxis that blocks priority moves. And Goose with their Toxic Boost ability could be very good also. And Iron Valiant, I think, is a very offensive mon that lacks of the enough speed to be as good as other mons like Roaring Move, for example, or Muscarad. If Iron Valiant were 130 base speed, could be one of the most annoying things to face, but I don't like Iron Valiant. But in any case, Sneakers, I think Helsinki Dragon is a championship contender. Next, we have Singapore's League of Mairu. Mairu picks Annihilate, Azumarill, Iron Jugulis, Rotom Frost, Walosal, Berserker, Clodsire, Grumpig, Garganacl, Flybolt and Raboot. We have a lack of good fire types for this format. Garganacl and Annihilate are two very threatening mons. They are win conditioned by themselves. Azumarill could hit very hard. Iron Jugulis also could be good. And as I said before, Coalossal paired with Masquerain instead of Grumpig or Raboot to proc their Witness Police and Christine Emjik could be a very nice core. So I think the Singapore's Legos with Masquerain should be a solid top cap or even a championship contender. I think with Masquerain, with a book type that can proc Witness Police, could be a serious championship contender. Next we have the Vancouver Hatinas, the Red Pudding, Goldengo, Crocodile, Breloom, Screamtail, Noivern, Persian, Venomoth, Quagsire, Palafin Hero, and Pharaoh's Antique-Kadu. I was talking before that Breloom, Screamtail, Noivern, Persian, Venomoth, Antique-Kadu are very strong support mons. And also they have Goldengo, Crocodile, a Palafin Hero that are very threatening offensive mons. One thing I think this team lacks is offensive pressure. If you eliminate Goldengo, Crocodile, or Palafin, Ampharos, Breloom could struggle to hurt opponents' mons. So they need to be careful and to save their offensive mons to win their matches. But I think Goldengo, Palafin, and Crocodile or Ampharos are so strong that could be win cons by themselves. I think Vancouver Hatinas could be a solid top cap. if they played well. Eviolites of Ignite, they have Sylveon, Talonflame, Bronzong, Vaporeon, Toxful, Toxicroak, Pikachu, Electro, Roaring Moon, Wutrio, and Palossand. The Wutrio Palossand core is something that I trade with them. They could be very good and could be paired with their Talonflame and Vaporeon to have a strong electric immunity, or with Roaring Moon to have an electric immunity pairing with Pikachu's Lightning Rod, because a Roaring Moon, one of their best Terra types are flying to to use acrobatics and their Terra flying. So I think it's a very good core, or it's a team that have very good synergy, and also it has one of the best Tailwind setters in Talonflame and one of the best Trick Room setter in Bronzong, and the two best EV evolution like Sylveon and Vaporeon in this format. That school could be annoying with Eviolite and all the coverage and moves that Toedscruel have. And Toxicroak is an interesting pick. The offers water immunity and a good coverage with poison and fighting. I think the AB Eviolites should be a solid top cap, because Sylveon, Roaring Moon, Talonflame, Bronzong is a very good team. Next, we have my team, Within. I pick Dota Tatsugiri. I'm not proud of it. And I pair it with, as you know, my favorite, one of my favorite Pokemon one of my favorite types as Volcarona and Bug type, the Frostmoth, the other moth of my team, and also an Iron Thorns. I think Grass and Bug could be their best Terra types to help him to hit harder and to resist most of things Iron Thorns is weak. I have Serena for Pergin blocks, Medichan as a strong fake out, close combat, Psycho Cat, Trick Room, skill swap user. Medichan is the Pokemon I have, the Pokemon that have most skill in SCDA Red Division, I think, but I think there are no player or skill classification in this league. But Medichan in the 4 weeks I have played have 3 or 4 kills every week. Stanler, I like Stanler for the skill swap intimidate shenanigans, or to make a fake out Trick Room with a Stanler and Medichan, and to have a role play to copy Medichan's pure power and to sweep in Trick Room. Mook, I think, is the best tier 4, tier 5 mom. It's very bulky, very annoying. It has haste, it has minimize, curse, drain punch, poison jab, toxic. It could be a very strong monk. And then I have Godorita to trap my opponents and to have fake out Trick Room in a very bulky Eviolite monk. And Wigglytuff to have Perisong for monks that wanna set up in front of me. I could lead with Godorita Wigglytuff and eliminate them using their good bull. Things I think lacks my team a good speed tiers. The faster mon I have is Volcarona, although I have Volcarona and Frostmoth with Tailwind, and have Medichan, Stanler, and Gothorita with Trick Room, and Dondozo with the Commander Boost are the fastest. And then I don't have the most slower team, the slowest mons for Trick Room. I have a very mediocre speed tiers. So I think I opt with to be a solid top cat, but I'm not. I think my team isn't at the level of Pentagram Pirates, Helsinki Dragon, or Singapore Sligos. I have to play them to win my second league. And finally, we have Orange County Osawatt of Ultra Rex. It has the best Hyper Offense core before after Fluttermane Iron Moth, Cinderace and Iron Bundle could be a very strong core. And also have Slither Wind that could hit very hard. Slagging with skill swap shenanigans with Meditite and Misdreavus. Had a very good electric type with Magneton and Electros. A good grass type with Abomasnow. I think it could pick the Titan instead of Slither Wing, maybe, and take another fighting type instead of Slagging. I tried Slagging in his SCBA, and I think it's not as consistent or as easy to pilot as other mons. And it has Prankster or Gelwing's Tailwind with Fetchinder, and a good trigger setter in Misdreavus with Fabiolite, and Appletun as a setup known that could win with the Leech Seed, Recover, Iron Defense, Body Press set. Then I think Ultra Rex. I think maybe the Orange County Osawatt. I think they could struggle to top cut because it's a very hyper offensive but weak team. It has the best bulk. The best bulk is in their mons are Slagging and maybe Slither Wind. It could do Aurora Veil above Snow, or have a most bulky mons with Midravos and Appletun, but I think it's not the best of the teams. I think this is how the tier list for me is. Is finally, I think DGS, Sneakers, and Drew. No, Drew. No, Mairu have the best teams, and then we have a solid top cuts of teams that could struggle to top cut. The Roman Aegis lasted that I don't like the team, and some teams that could make try to have better teams. So that were my power rankings. Hope you like it, and see you the next week with this week with the first week of Uva Division. Bye.